Is guacamole a fruit salad?
What is the best milkshake for bringing boys to the yard?
Ostriches are dinosaurs.
Don't piss off old people. New game.
What do you mean it gives you Arby's mouth?
Artisanal muck duck balls.
I think they call that autofellatio.
I want to high five a shark.
Welcome to Bar Banter. Relax, have a drink with us as we debate the most controversial topics in the world today.
On today's podcast, it's a continuation from our previous episode where we talk about our Bar Banter cabinet positions. If you haven't listened to the previous episode, there's no need. You don't have to go. It would be nice if you did, but you don't have to go back and listen to the other episode to enjoy this one. So with that, let's get into it. All right, last topic. We have our Bar Banter president was that guy.
I'm here.
And we need to, for reasons, we need to make sure that there's a cabinet in the order of succession, just in case.
Just in case he dies.
Just in case that our podcast president...
I'm having a heart attack. Oh, no, I'm good.
So our
gas.
first cabinet position technically is vice president. So who has thoughts on who the vice president should be for our podcast?
I'm gonna go out there.
Go.
I'm gonna jump out there.
Go.
So with your vice president, you want somebody reliable. You want somebody who can be kind of intimidating, just maybe on those days that you're not intimidating as the president. You want somebody who you can communicate with secretively.
Are you about to say The Rock again?
No, I'm not. But somebody who you can communicate with and maybe a lot of other people can't communicate with. My vice president is going to be Chewbacca. I want someone who people are intimidated by, who I can talk to, and maybe a lot of people can't. And who I know has got my back in every fucking situation.
And he just holds a blaster until you agree.
I like that pick.
Good Chewie. Good Chewie.
Is Han Solo really as impressive without Chewbacca? I like that. I agree with all the things mentioned, and just to kick this off to make sure we get him in there, I am going to go with The Rock because yes, the vice president is a figurehead. He doesn't really do anything. You just need someone there to look nice, and I think The Rock fits that perfectly.
Also, Rick, as the Speaker of the House, the people's elbow.
That's right. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Absolutely. Smell what The Rock
Could
is
you
cooking.
imagine just...
I mean, let's be honest. I have The Rock somewhere else on this list.
That's fair. That's fine. That's fine.
I did consider him.
I just wasn't sure if he made the top four, so I had to get him in there.
Speaking of people who don't do anything, my name is Andrew Richardson. I'm honored to be your presidential candidate, dedicated to supporting, agreeing, and standing slightly behind the real decision maker with my extensive experience in nodding, handshaking, and repeating key talking points.
Don't get the reference.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Ha! Great point. It's cold out there. Pour yourself some hot cocoa and stay warm.
I don't. Does anybody else get it?
No. I'm guessing he
point?
created a character.
Is the point to not get it?
I'm Googling it right now.
My plan is simple. Just keep spinning and eventually we'll all up in the right place.
I hate this. Okay, so on to mine.
Anger.
Go Drew.
So much anger.
Wait, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Hitchhiker's Guide.
Dude, no.
No, that's a Zelda reference, but I
it's a
don't
Zelda
understand why
reference?
he's making. Okay, so mine.
Go Drew.
I
Mine's
think
gonna
the
be.
key to success is putting the key somewhere where you'll forget it.
Damn it! Shut up, Travis. You're off the. Can we mute him?
Yeah, I wish we could.
Fuck, I don't have those powers. Mine is gonna be
Great point. It's cold out there. Stay warm. Pour yourself some hot cocoa.
Buffy the
Vampire
Vampire Slayer.
You already said that.
I still don't get it.
He's AI?
And no one heard mine. It's fine. I
didn't.
Oh, you
hear
said
it.
Buffy the
I had
Vampire
this.
Slayer? I love it.
Yes, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because you need somebody in the background fighting against the evil forces They may not necessarily need to be on stage. They don't have to make any like big political points, but she's a badass bitch. And she can slay all of your opponents no matter what.
It's hot.
All right, so our choices for vice president are Chewie, The Rock, Buffy, and just an NPC.
All right.
Wow. Give me Chewie. I'm gonna vote Chewie on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote you. I'm gonna vote Chewie as well.
Department of State.
So Department of State, you need a good, basically like a foreign affairs kind of person.
Yep.
To me, there's a couple of universal guides, I would argue, but I think there's really only one you can go with because he transcends culture and is able to adapt to any race, country, region, mystical
Robert
creature.
Downey Jr.
So close. That would have been a great pick. So close.
Specifically in Tropic Thunder.
But I'm gonna go
Vin Diesel.
Gandalf. I think Gandalf.
Ooh, damn, Rick.
Secretary
That's
of
a
State.
solid one.
That is a solid pick.
So, again, foreign affairs, you need someone who is well versed in other cultures, and you also want
Magic.
someone magic. And actually, I think I would be willing to say that my candidate also uses magic, and is really just like I'm going Shakira.
Wherever, whenever.
Okay.
Her hip,
Yeah,
I mean,
Because
her
her
hips
hips
don't
don't
lie.
lie.
because her hips don't. She's not
You
gonna
don't-
lie.
You want to put her as treasury for tax fraud?
Nope, nope.
Okay.
I'm going
Okay.
Shakira.
I got somebody else for that.
And also, my thought behind all of these were for our podcast. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. You don't want Gandalf on our podcast?
No, I mean I didn't say I didn't want
Oh,
Gandalf.
no,
I'm just saying,
Gandalf
like,
is so good.
if I want someone to represent this podcast to other nations, Shakira is not a bad pick.
It's not a bad pick.
I'm going Dora the Explorer
Nice.
for mine.
I'm
Multilingual,
I'm the map.
has a lot of experience traveling,
The map.
seeing other places. She's got the map, she's got the backpack, she's got the compass. She knows when people are trying to get her with the swipe or no swiping.
Swipe.
She's a keen mind of our generation and really deserves a place in the cabinet.
Nice. This was actually one that I picked a real person. So I went with a professor from Carnegie Mellon. His name is Louis von Ahn. He actually is the creator of Duolingo. And when you are looking for a secretary or Department of State person, you're looking for somebody who can communicate with all different countries, all different types of people. Why not the person who created the most popular app of our current day and age that teaches you every language possible if you go that direction? So the creator of Duolingo is my pick.
So for our Secretary of State, we've got Gandalf, Shakira, Dora the Explorer, and the guy who created Duolingo.
I like Gandalf. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I have to go Gandalf. It was a good.
That's
Honestly,
right.
Rick.
Who's gonna
Good
fucking
pick.
like not listen to him? I mean,
So for the Department of Treasury,
Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
Nice.
is your
Sorry,
I was like, well,
start it out there.
they need to be good with money,
Bill and
But also-
Melinda, or just Bill?
but also we don't have any money. So who's notoriously good with just doing nothing? And I went Chumley from Pawn Stars.
Okay. Okay.
It's a wild pick.
Yep.
A wild pick.
He's gonna be real good at like, hey, handle our finances. He's gonna be like, there's no finances to handle it. I'm gonna say exactly. You can't mess this up.
Pay me.
So, I'm going Chumley.
It's a prize pick by Emmett.
Yep.
Wow.
Went real weird on that one.
I'm taking a page out of Rick's book, and I'm going Smaug, the
Yes.
dragon from The Hobbit.
Yes.
Because who knows better about dealing with finances than somebody with a giant fucking hoard of gold
Okay.
and treasures?
I'm already rethinking my pick because I'm realizing he wouldn't let me have two Long Islands. He'd be like, one's enough because we're talking about finances. I was gonna go with Scrooge originally.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
But I thought
Okay.
now that we're talking about it for our podcast, maybe he'd be too tight with the funds.
No
And
coal for the fires.
right. But I mean, also, what dad doesn't wear a hoodie, sweatpants, socks, and Uggs before they let you, turn up the air conditioning? So really, is he just a dad? Is he
But Rick, then
misunderstood?
he had that change of heart and was very free with his money after that. So
Also a valid point. So that's why I'm already jumping on the smog train. So
I was gonna say Smog and Scrooge are very similar in that they're not spending a whole lot of money. We're just keeping it. And you gotta spend money to make money. I don't necessarily know if I want someone not spending money and just keeping it for themselves.
that's
They
fair.
won't.
gotta guard your hoard.
No, I'm not saying we do like I give me a dog. He's guarding it. He's not guarding it, he's keeping it for himself.
I was
That's my
also
problem with
tempted to
Smog.
go once you went Pawn Stars to go Rick from Pawn Stars,
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that.
but Chumley is just funny.
Yeah, it's real funny. Who's good at doing nothing? This guy.
Me?
Right.
Like if that's the criteria.
So we got Chumley, Smaug, Bill Gates, and Scrooge McDuck. Woo!
Is there a middle between Smog and Chumley? Because
My God.
So
There's-
wait,
I
wait.
will not vote
My-
for Chumley.
Is someone
it's between those
catty-cornered
two,
there
I will go
between
My
Smog.
backup-
What about
My backup was, if
Good
you guys
callback,
remember,
Rick.
Thanks.
my backup, if you guys remember, there's a show called Win Ben Stein's Money, and I was gonna go
Yeah.
Ben Stein.
Now
Yes.
that's different.
What a great show.
Clear eyes.
Clear Eyes. Give me the Clear Eyes guy. I'd be okay with putting him forward too. Again, he's not gonna have anything to do. It's a little
Ooh.
below his pay grade, but
Can I throw out a random one?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
All right.
you can't. How dare you?
No,
It's
Rick.
Glad I
Look
had
at
it.
you.
I
This
think
is our
a-
podcast. You can do whatever you want.
I think you need a man-made man to do this, right? So can Lando Calrissian be
Okay,
our treasurer? Because he's in charge
okay.
of Clown City, a mining colony.
He might embezzle it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like he's got a few too many.
But if I
hooks
have a
in him.
floating city for our podcast, do I mind if he scrapes off the top? I don't know.
But what is he scraping off the top? We have $0.
The extra.
Oh, right.
I would almost rather Jabba
extra debt.
if we're going Star Wars.
Ooh,
Jabba.
Rather
Okay.
Jabba
Okay.
than Lando if we're gonna go that route.
Okay.
Don't miss
My
your
vote is still
payments.
for Smaug because
I still want. Can Chun-Li ride Smaug and then that somehow bring the balance?
Also, Rick, I keep thinking about Chun-Li from Street Fighter.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Also has no bearing on any of it. But every
No.
time you say it, I'm thinking about Chun-Li riding.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
but now I'm rethinking my Department of Defense. So.
Ben Stein was my middle ground between Chumley and Smaug. Was
I'll
Ben
go-
Stein.
I'm gonna go with Smaug.
Yeah, I gotta go with Smaug too. I think.
I guess we're not spending any money. That's fine.
No, we're
You just gotta
protecting.
def- you
we're
gotta
protecting
def- you've
our
got to-
wealth.
Defeat
We're not
him
only
to
protecting,
get to
we're
it.
invading and getting wealth.
I shouldn't have to defeat a dragon to get to my own money.
No, you don't have to. You wait for him to fall asleep
If-
and you take it. Yeah.
What do we have the ring of power where we can be invisible?
We don't know.
I don't
We don't know.
I don't
No, we
have
have
it.
little bells that the
Mm.
gremlins, the goblins have, and
Okay.
Smog has been trained to know it means.
Fair.
Can I throw out a random one there?
Yeah, no, but yes, go for it. What am I gonna do?
Nothing.
Got him.
Lewis Black's character from Accepted.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, I like that one.
That's
Which
a
is
good
just
one.
Lewis Black.
I think it's Uncle Jack, yeah, but
Department of Defense.
So this is where I had Dwayne the Rock Johnson, only because you've got to be an expert in military offense and defense for this
He
position.
knows nothing about
And
military.
and he has played every fucking role, whether it's a jungle, whether it's ice, whether it's on the streets. He's got the experience to understand every situation. he's ready. He's ready to defend. I mean, he's fucking taking out planes and
with the people's elbow.
yeah, with the people's elbow, with Idris Elba. I mean, it's just he's got the experience. He's seen so much in his career.
I think you need someone who has a real, I don't know who said it about the offense and defense, but they need a sound strategy, essentially, and a firm grasp of that. But I think also they need a conscience, a heart, kind of will. Like
Yes.
you need more than tactics.
Yes.
And so to me, I think there's only one possible solution, and I'm going to go with Ender Wiggin as our
Ender Wiggin.
Jesus, Rick.
I like
Holy,
that.
what a poll.
Yes. What
Look
a
at you. One of my favorite
poll.
books ever.
Oh,
I'm choosing violence, Drew. I'm choosing
I'm
violence.
here for it, dude. That gave me
I'm
chills.
in. You got me. That's so
Rick,
good.
Rick has pulled Gandalf and Ender Wiggins, just so you know, in
Dude.
terms of
I
fantasy.
didn't even think that was an option. I just
Drew might know
I
this
have-
reference.
I have a half chub.
Ben might know
I
this
have a
reference.
full chip.
I don't know. But the Pokemon with the highest defensive stat is Shuckle. And so I'm going to go with Shuckle.
What the fuck is Shuckle?
Okay.
I don't know a
Don't
Pokemon
know
after
that.
151.
That's why I said you might
After
know
151,
Yeah.
I have a few, but
He's like this weird little worm turtle. It's
No.
not a good pick.
I got
But he's
151
like,
and Togepi. That's all I know.
in terms of just a giant, in terms of a wall, in terms of characters, it's Shuckle. He has more defense than any other Pokemon, like all the way
More
up
than
through-
Snorlax?
hold on.
more
I gotta
than
look him up.
Snorlax, more than he's a weird worm turtle. It's weird.
Weird worm turtle. Okay.
Wait for it. Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
All right.
Yep. It's that little guy. He's that little guy.
I see nothing.
He looks like a red shell from
Mario.
Oh,
Mario.
did you send
Kart.
something in the chat?
No, he just
No,
Googled
I
Shuckle.
googled it.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I can-
oh my.
Yeah. Worm
Wow.
turtle. I don't know how else to tell you. I don't know how else to describe
What
it.
version is this?
I know a lot about Pokemon after Gen 1. I couldn't tell you what gens
Yeah, that's fine.
different Pokemon, but I know that he is the highest defense stat of all of even like the legendaries.
Oh,
of-
there's a video about why he's the strongest
Dude,
Pokemon.
he
ever.
looks like what a
Pause,
col-
please.
He looks like what a character on a loofah that you would use to like wash your
Yep.
body.
Turtle Loofah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, highest defense stat of any Pokemon in the entire game. Shuckle.
We need somebody for defense who's not just about the United States, but is about the planet
Yes, agreed.
and the universe.
Yes,
Should be
the,
good.
the Guardians.
Optimus Prime.
Yes,
Mm,
that's good. Yep.
He
I
is
wish-
here. He is in the United States. He's a resource that we can use, and he has so much knowledge about the universe and the threat of the Decepticons.
A
Trying
real
to
threat.
get actual real threats we're talking about with trying to get the Allspark and everything that they have to do. I think that he would be the one that we could rely on more than anybody to defend us and our homeworld.
I'm happy to leave camp for Optimus Prime from Shuckle.
I have Optimus Prime somewhere else.
same.
Well, let
Hey.
hold
So I will
on.
not
Oh,
leave
damn.
camp for Optimus Prime.
Oh, damn.
Cool.
Well,
I'm not
let,
either.
let's
On your
let's
app.
talk about that one,
Wherever you're
and then we can
listening to
decide
this
where Optimus
podcast,
Prime goes.
there's a button to follow or subscribe or some sort of a notification type bell. Whatever you do, don't click them. Don't click those buttons. Don't do it. Or click it. Whatever it doesn't matter. Just fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just click it. It's cool. Just do whatever you want. Preach.
Ben, where do you have Optimus Prime?
So the important thing about transportation is knowing
Okay.
about what transportation is, and there's only one creature that can say, "I've been a truck. I know what it's like to travel," and that's Optimus Prime. He can actually tell us what it is and the downfalls and the positives and negatives. So for the Department of Transportation, it was Optimus Prime.
Rick, is that, I assume you
That is also where
okay.
I have him. A little bit different reasons. Can you imagine if you're committing I don't want to call it a crime, but like not abiding by the code of DOT, and then all of a sudden the truck next to you turns into a giant robot and it was like, fix your taillight.
Yeah,
Like
you
bad
fucked
example.
up.
But I was like, oh shit.
Fair.
I like that.
So what I want to do is Drew and I will present our pitches for Department of Transportation, and if one of them wins out, we'll put Optimus at uh Department of or Secretary of Defense, and if he wins Department of or Secretary of Transportation, then we'll go back to Secretary of Defense. So Drew, who do you have for Secretary of Transportation?
Fuck. Do we want the serious answer or do we want the
But
funny
give me
answer?
both.
My funny answer is Memphis Reigns
Nice.
from Gone in 60 Seconds.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you made it funny, but that to
He-
me, that's a good pick.
He knows how to boost and get the wheels that he wants and needs. And that means he is a good pick because he can do the same for everybody else in the USA. Was that my funny answer? Serious answer, Noah. Biblical biblical
That's your
Noah.
serious answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
He legitimately built and transported all of the animals that we have
Two
today
code.
on this earth, 2 by 2,
Wow.
with his family in the midst of a catastrophic
The king of
flood.
transportation.
The king of transportation.
Not even mad. Not even mad.
I'm okay. I'm fine. We have a new.
I will submit both. I think
Good luck.
Noah
Good luck,
would
Travis.
probably win for me.
I'm if Noah wins, I'm not gonna be mad. But what all of these people have missed is like, yes, they might be good at transportation, they might be good at enforcing transportation rules, but none of these people can create roads. And the only person
Roads? Where we're
roads
going, we don't need.
we don't need roads.
We don't need roads.
The only
We
person who
walk.
can just grab a bucket of paint and a rock wall and make a road is the fucking road runner.
Wiley. Oh, I was thinking Wiley Coyote, but
No, Roadrunner can go through it. Wile E. Coyote can't. So give me the Road Runner. That's
But the
what
Roadrunner
he
doesn't
does.
create the road.
He does. He doesn't.
Without
he doesn't-
Wile E. Coyote, could the Roadrunner run through?
Wiley does the imagining and
Roadrunner puts
No,
it to life.
Wiley does the creating and Wiley does the imagining.
Wiley
Yeah.
will
and go
work
down the road.
for the Roadrunner.
It's the X and the Y. They're required to, like, they need each other.
They have to be together.
I'm okay with putting them both together, but like, give me the ability to create and expand the roadways.
I like the thought process. I'm still gonna go Noah and his zoo boat, but I like the thought process.
I'm not mad at it. No, so we're going Noah over Optimus. We'll put Optimus's defense.
We'll keep Optimus at defense.
Okay.
I'm fine with Noah in the boat.
Okay.
That's solid. That's thinking. That's
That's
unique.
outside the box
Yeah,
right there.
I like that a
unique.
lot. Department or
Inside
Secretary
the boat.
Secretary of Justice. There's only one person who I know who just lives and breathes justice when he's fighting crime. But also,
Swear to God.
but no, I think this is actually a really good pick. But also serves justice in the courtroom. Give me Matt Murdock, the Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Mm,
Yeah, solid
Solid fucking
choice.
pick.
I like that one. That was my favorite one out of like that was like quote serious.
I mean, justice is all about rule following. And for me, this guy is the rule follower, whether it's big or small. Give me Dwight Schrute. He will follow every rule. He will make sure that you're reprimanded if you're 3 minutes late to work.
I have thoughts about that, but let's keep going.
I'll throw mine out there. Anubis, god of death and judgment.
Yep.
Literally, when you die, weighs your heart on a scale against a feather to see if you've done good or bad enough to be welcomed into the realm of the
He
afterlife.
seems preoccupied.
With what?
Judging souls in the afterlife.
Yeah, he is judging.
I need it for my podcast. He seems a little busy.
That is justice. He's literally meting out the justice of how you lived your life.
I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just saying he's a little busy for our podcast.
He's a god. He can do both.
You're right. Rick, Department of Justice, Secretary of Justice.
So I really like your pick, Travis. I basically just lined up witty, good lawyer characters. I went with Hank Palmer from The Judge. Could have easily went with Lincoln lawyer, blanking on his name right now. Michael Holler, that's the word. Thank you. But yeah, no, I think yours wraps it all up, and then you get an added layer of superhero. So I'm gonna give me the Daredevil.
Daredevil. Everyone good with Daredevil? We got 2 for Daredevil. That's fine. Yep.
Yeah, I like Daredevil. It's fun.
Yeah.
Department of the Interior or Secretary of the Interior.
I'm going first on this one. Martha Stewart. Bitch knows her interiors.
Wow.
I don't think that's what that means, but okay.
Wow.
She is a goddess among men for being able to throw together anything and everything that you might need to decorate your interior. Obviously, I know that that's not what the Department of Interior means.
It does for the purposes of this podcast. It does now.
That's great.
I think I broke Ben, and that may be the first time I've ever broken. First time I've ever broken Ben. But God, and if you think about the fact that she's done tax fraud, she's best friends with Snoop, she just is the pinnacle of somebody I would want to decorate my interior.
Has nothing to do with the actual
right
Secretary of the Interior.
I didn't say it did.
This is where I had Leslie Knope.
Nice.
Oversees Native American affairs, manages public
Yes.
lands, national parks and wildlife refugees, national resources. That's Leslie Knope.
Yes, absolutely it is.
So for me, yeah, it was lands, it was minerals, it was making sure that those specific areas those specific areas of the planet were taken care of based on, who was controlling them and who was in charge. And this brought me back to something very specific in my childhood, and that was Captain Planet. And the reason why is because Captain Planet always honed in on the guys that took advantage of those oases or those specific areas that were destroying them. It was honestly, this was a little more personal for me, but yeah, it was Captain Planet for me. I want him in charge of those sacred areas, those mineral rights, those lands.
Drew, pop quiz. In what European city can you find the Little Mermaid statue?
Venice.
No, it is Copenhagen, Denmark.
Fuck.
Ooh, I was not ready for that.
That's not where
gonna
that.
take
That's not
pollution
where that
down
is.
to 0.
Rick, what you got?
I had nothing for interior, so
Okay.
I like Captain Planet.
Captain Planet, Martha Stewart, or Leslie Knope? Sounds like we're going Captain Planet. Not
Leslie
mad at
Knope
that.
is a good one too, though. But and Drew, hilarious.
Yes. Hilarious. I'm okay with Captain Planet. That fits.
Yeah, I'll take Captain Planet.
I think so. I will say Captain Planet, bit of a try hard.
By our powers combined.
Bit of a try hard.
But also, whoever has that position, probably a tryhard.
Probably a try hard. You're right. That is a try hard position. Department of Agriculture. I got a weird one for this one.
I'm so ready.
I'm good. I'm good with this one.
I'm happy with mine.
Real person. His name is Mark Pincus. He's the owner of Zynga Games, which also owns Farmville. Who knows more about farming and agriculture than the person who literally created and owns the whole ecosystem of Farmville.
Will not engage.
Give
on
me
this.
I'll tell you
Mark
what, there is
Pincus.
one person who knows.
Doubt it.
I think there's more than one.
The person that you mentioned, do they even have a song written about him? No. E-I-E-I-O. Give me Old MacDonald.
Old MacDonald.
He only has animals on his farm. You don't know anything about
It depends on how
agriculture.
long you want to sing the song, Travis. Depends on how long you want
What?
to sing the song.
What crop makes noises?
With a here and a
With a
yeah. How long do you want to sing the song, Travis?
I've sang that song way longer than you have. And I've never made it to wheat or corn or barley.
But Old MacDonald has, and that's his level of dedication to this
I'm
position.
not mad at the pick, but I have some questions.
That's fair.
Rick, I have my backup was Johnny Appleseed, so I'm
Nice.
glad you
Nice.
went there. But
He's a real person.
I'm gonna put forth Poison Ivy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait,
Just
that's like the opposite of what we want.
what she cares about the plants more than anything.
It's true.
Literally more than anything.
She cares about her plans.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
care about her plants too.
And I care about her plans as well.
Fair. Ben, Department of Agriculture.
Yeah, I mean, agriculture, we want things to grow, right? And I want somebody that knows how plants grow even from nothing. So give me Groot. I need Groot to be in charge
Okay.
of growth.
Great pick. Great
Oh,
pick.
good pick.
All right, so we've got Mark Pincus, Old MacDonald, Poison Ivy, and Groot. Department of Agriculture.
I like Groot. Give me Groot. I like Groot.
All right.
I was gonna say,
I'll-
if it's not Groot, I'm gonna go with Old McDonald. So
Wait, I'm back.
Yeah, I'll take
Groot's
Groot.
fine. Groot's good. Department of Labor.
I'll go first. I haven't gone first in a while. I wanted somebody who was intelligent but also understood hard working day to day. And give me good Will Hunting. Give me Will Hunting. He put in the work, the time, but he was also smarter than everybody around him. So Will Hunting was my Department of Labor.
But you need someone with proven results. You need someone who's grown a company, maybe even navigated unions. And I don't know if Goodwill Hunting is that person, even though a smart,
Fair.
intelligent lad. I think Willy Wonka is the only person you can go with here.
Wow.
That's good.
It's huge.
You-
Huge.
Generally not said about his workforce, but yeah,
navigated a complex working environment. You know,
brought an entire labor force from another
Just
country.
totally stole. Yeah, totally.
And paid them
stole
properly. Like
that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Took them out of refuge and paid them properly.
in chocolate.
I mean, it was valuable.
This is so dumb.
Please go Ronald McDonald. Please go
Nope, nope. Not e- I. I don't know why I couldn't get off this. When I saw Secretary of Labor, the first thing I saw was Secretary of Labrador. So I went Marley from Marley and Me.
What?
and scene. Good on everybody.
This is
We
great.
can cut it. We can cut it there.
Wait, we still have a couple more.
Yeah.
I was give me the most famous Labrador, Marley.
I like how you went from labor to Labrador.
Department of Labrador.
Oh my god. Yeah, give me Airbud for the department.
Airbud.
Oh, give me Airbud any day.
More of a
Holy
retriever,
fuck.
but that's fine.
well, different department, you know.
Department of Retrieving.
Oh man.
Well, we
Yeah,
have to
so-
create a department, don't we?
Yep. All right, Drew, what you got?
I got Dolly Parton. She is just a visionary for what she's done, and when especially
huge brains.
huge brains, and just everything she did for everyone during like COVID times, and her labor force that it's similar to Willy Wonka for me. of the Dollywood.
Real life Willy Wonka.
Real life Willy
Yeah.
Wonka, just keeping people employed. She would be just a joy to have on the cabinet.
All right. Secretary of Labor,
I'm loving Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
That's
Yeah.
solid.
All right. The last one I have on here is Department of Education.
Yeah.
Is that everyone's last one? Okay. I think one of the things that the curriculum of the world is missing is how to segue properly. So I put myself for the Secretary of Education.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. He puts the Kunta in your Kinte. He puts the reading in your rainbow. We're going Mr. LeVar Burton as
wow.
the Department of Education chair.
Like
That's a
that one.
throwback right there.
Yeah, I'm here for that. I'm gonna go. We mentioned it a little bit earlier, and Rick, we might be on the same page, but Miss Frizzle.
She was my backup.
Oh God. I mean, just as an educator and somebody who's willing to take her kids into somebody else's body, to Pluto, to the ends of the earth, and teach them the things that they need to know about just being a good person and actually educating them. She's my pick.
You got Rick.
I'm here for it. I love the pick. We were on the same length, and just to be different, I think if it's not Miss Frizzle, it's got to be Wishbone. He's taught me so much.
Yes.
What's
Fucking
the story,
Wishbone.
Also, fun fact: LeVar Burton is German.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
Yeah, 100%
Wow.
German.
Born in Germany. Weird.
Yeah.
All right. So for the Secretary of Labor, we've got me, LeVar Burton, the Frizz, and Wishbone.
The Frizz.
That's what they called her, the Frizz.
There are good choices here.
All four.
Can it be a team effort?
I mean, I'm gonna go Miss. I'll throw Miss Frizzle.
I'm okay with Frizz. That's
I'm
fine.
okay
All
with
right.
Frizzle. Yeah.
I think I got all of them.
I'll take it.
Let me see if I got this right. Our VP is Chewbacca. Our Secretary of State is Gandalf. Our Secretary of the Treasury is Smaug. Our Secretary of Defense is Optimus Prime. Our Secretary of Transportation is Noah. Our Secretary of Justice is Daredevil. Our Secretary of the Interior is Captain Planet. Our Secretary of Agriculture is Groot. Our Secretary of Labor is Willy Wonka. And the Secretary of Education is the Frizz. And that is our Bar Banter cabinet for the next year to go along with Old Man Jenkins as president. Anyway, all right. That has been this episode. We're not going to do last call because late. Like and subscribe. Follow us on the socials at @the_bar banter. New episodes every Wednesday. There's a link in the description to support Rick's grassroots marketing campaign. And just remember, this is our podcast, and you're just along for the ride. Keep bye.